boy. Man, what a day. What a day. Welcome back. The NFL regular season is officially over. Um, so yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. Let's go ahead and check out the standings real quick. AFC. So we have the Chiefs with the overall number one seed in the AFC. They'll get that bye. Then you have Bills, Bengals, Jaguars, Chargers, Ravens, and Dolphins. Um, So let's go over AFC. Dolphins squeaked out a close one today against who did they play? They played the Jets. Wow, they really backdoored in this like I don't know what. They lost 5 of their last 6. Man, um, that's not making me feel confident about the Miami Dolphins. Um, So the Dolphins will be going up against the Bills. Now, technically, this is a divisional game, but it is the playoffs. Um, but I do not trust Miami. So I guess that we're just going to, early predictions: Bills comfortably over the Dolphins next week. Then we have the Ravens, who got shellacked by the Bengals. It's like the Ravens are night and day without Lamar Jackson. They ended their season. Uh, they did okay. Uh, they won their last. When did Lamar get hurt? The Broncos game, I think, or the Jets. How long has he been out? I mean, they did all right. Uh, three out of 6 ain't bad since the Broncos. But yeah, they just were not. It just seemed like they just couldn't compete. The Bengals are for real, man. They're real contenders. I don't trust the Ravens even with Lamar coming back. Hopefully he comes back, but yeah, I got the Bengals uh, winning a close one because it is the playoffs. But like I said, the difference between the Ravens and the Dolphins, the Ravens have a top tier defense. I actually trust their defense a lot, but it's more of just scoring points. That's the thing. Can the Ravens score points to keep it a game? And then you got the surprise of the playoffs, the Jacksonville Jaguars, who won a nail biter. Uh, what was that? Saturday? Was that Saturday night against the Titans? What was this? I think it was yesterday, right? Yeah, I think it was yesterday. So they squeaked one out, divisional opponent. They ended up 5 in a row to end the season. That's very good. Very, very good. Now they did luck into it, but this Cowboys win. Um, People gonna say, "Well, they beat the Cowboys," but yeah, I mean, I don't. The Cowboys, after the way they played today, um, it's like I don't know if they were just playing. They thought the Commanders were an inferior opponent. Nah, no, we can play. It's just we just don't have our stuff together all the way. But we played a very good game. I actually went to that game. The very good game. I'll get to the Commanders. What I got to say about them. Um, and they will be playing the Chargers. This could be probably the highest scoring game of Wild Card Weekend. Jacksonville and LA. That could be a lot of points. At least 30 points apiece. Like a lot of passing, lots of touchdowns. So that I'll be excited for that. I've had to pick out of this. That's a tough one. I like the Jacksonville story more than the Chargers story. I really don't care too much. Herbert can play. I just don't really care too much about Herbert. Um, so I'm gonna go with the Jaguars. So in the AFC on Wild Card Weekend, I believe the top three, the 2 through 4, I believe the higher seeds will all win in the AFC. Um, Let's see. Let's go ahead with the NFC. Eagles clinched the 1 seed in the NFC. They had another tough one today against the Giants, but it's a divisional opponent, and Hurts coming back from injury. They did just enough to clinch. San Francisco, who did they play? The Cardinals destroyed them. Minnesota, who did Minnesota play? They played the Bears. Okay. I'm mad they didn't beat the. They got shellacked by the Packers last week, and then come out and smash the Bears this week. I mean, basically, if they had handled business last week, hey, Detroit might be in the playoffs as well, and the Green Bay would have been knocked out last week. But you never know. Then you got Tampa Bay, who won that ugly NFC South division. Dallas got shellacked today. Giants got beat by the Eagles, and the Seahawks squeaked out an overtime win over the Rams. So yeah, that's the NFC games for today. So if I had to go early predictions, so this right here, this is another divisional match. There's a lot of divisional matchups in the wild card. It seems. San Francisco just looks almost unbeatable. But I like the Geno Smith story. I want Geno to at least get one playoff win. You know what I mean? From all the crap he's gotten over the years, the foolishness he's been involved in, it just be nice, to write a good chapter in his NFL career. So I'm gonna go with the upset. I'm gonna go with Seattle over the 49ers. And then we got Vikings, Giants. I don't like either of these teams. I don't like the Giants for obvious reasons, and the Vikings, I don't think they're for real. But it's in Minnesota, so I give them the slight. This will be a very, very close game. I wouldn't be surprised if the Giants won, but I gotta go with the Vikings in a close one. And then you got the 4-5. You got Tampa and Dallas. Just off general, see, oh man, this is a tough one. I do not want that. I want Dallas to win any game. But I don't want Tampa Bay to win either. Because the last thing you want is Tom Brady creeping up in the playoffs. But I don't like Dallas. I guess. God, I don't. This is horrible. I don't want Tampa Bay to win. Because it seems like the problem with a certain team when they play Tampa Bay, they put too much pressure on themselves trying to beat Tom Brady instead of just playing a complete football game and trying to beat the Tampa Bay Bucks. They're trying to beat Tom Brady. It's not going to work that way. You're going to beat yourself every time. Just play the game to win. Don't worry about who's quarterback. The quarterback can only do but so much. At the end of the day, if you play good team football and blitz and put pressure on Tom Brady, you should have no problem. There's plenty of teams they've lost 9 games. Okay, it's not like they're unbeatable. You know what I mean? I don't know who to pick. I'm going to pick Tampa just because Dallas. So I went to the game today. Dallas was talking a lot of smack for a team that got beat by 20 points. I mean, that's very weird. I've never seen that in my life. To talk trash to the team that beat you by 20 points. It's just very, very weird. It's a very weird concept. But then again, Cowboys fans are very, very weird people. I don't know why you'd be a fan of that team, but you do what you want to do. You do what's best for you. Okay, if you want to stress yourself out rooting for the Cowboys, hey, be my guest. It's your health at the end of the day. It brings me great pleasure when y'all lose, but hey, whatever. It is what it is. So yeah, those are my, I guess, unofficial, official, um, uh, wild card pick. But I just wanted to go over the crazy, wacky end of the season that we had today. I expected the Commanders to win, but I didn't expect them to win the way they did. Like how Sam Howell actually played very good. You know, he had a really that it was a very weird interception. I'm like, why would you throw that? Like, just throw the ball away, take the points. But I get it, he's a rookie. He's trying to do a lot. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, he played all right. He got a passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown, and we had a pick six, which was beautiful. Um, Dak, like I said, that's why it was so hard because Dak played bad against us. He can't pull that against Tampa Bay, especially going into Tampa Bay for a playoff game. Man, that ain't gonna work. Um, yeah, one thing about so I noticed today there were a lot of Cowboys fans in FedEx Field. It don't make any sense. Um, Commanders fans, y'all gotta do a better job. Now I understand the season was over for us, but come on, man. Like you can tell if you went to the game, you can tell when it was like the fourth quarter, with like that last like 3 or 4 minutes when everyone was leaving. If you was there and you look around the stadium, um, and you notice how many empty seats there were at like the 2 minute warning, that is ridiculous. There should not be that many empty seats on the last home game of the season. A home game we're winning very comfortably, which is telling me two things. One, I'm assuming is a lot of Cowboys fans in the DMV area, or two, everyone's just trying to beat the traffic. I don't think it's the latter because that you're not beating that traffic unless you left in like the fourth quarter or something, like the beginning of the fourth quarter. You're not beating that traffic. You're gonna be in that traffic half an hour. So I don't know. It's not gonna make a difference if you leave at the 5 minute mark or if you leave with 10 seconds left. But yeah, we got to get it together. But we ended off on a high note. We had ups and downs. We had a very good stretch. We had hope for a little bit. I think looking back at the season, I think that bye week hurt us. I think we were on such a roll. I think that the bye week kind of brought us down to earth, like astronomically. I think we were playing so much higher than what our talent was, and I think that the bye week kind of it kind of slowed the train to a halt. You know what I mean? Because even if you had like a mediocre game, right, you can throw it away. You didn't have time to think about it. You had to go in the next week. So I think that was part of it. Part of it's play calling, part of it's injuries. Uh, the play calling. Oh my goodness. Um, yeah, man. I think it's a good way to go out, but I don't see how you can keep Rivera. Um, the way this season in general went because it shouldn't have been he. If you look back at his coaching resume, I don't think he's ever had a season. I think he's had like one season. I think he's had like one or two seasons with like double digit wins. Every other season, he's either been under 500 or they just been like really bad. Like I don't like even here, like the last three seasons, I don't think we've had more than 8 wins. I think this is the most wins we've had since Ron Rivera's been here. 8 wins, and we almost made the playoffs like that, which is ridiculous. It's crazy, man. Um, yeah, that's just my little quick thoughts about the end of the regular season. Playoffs and next week, so don't go anywhere, man. We got plenty of football coming up. Tomorrow's the national championship game, so I'm going to try to catch at least the second half. I should be able to catch the second half of that, and then I'll give my thoughts on that on the Georgia TCU game. I forgot about the FCS championship. That was today. But like I said, I was going to the Commanders game, and I completely forgot about it. I think I got a notification, I think it was like the third quarter of the Commanders game. It was like North Dakota State was down like 2 scores or something in the fourth quarter, something like that. So I don't even know. I don't even know if they won or not. Actually, we can check that out real quick. FCS. Where's FCS? Here we go. Wow. South Dakota State. Man, they smacked them 45-21. Wow, okay. Congratulations, South Dakota State. Okay. They had 24 points in the second quarter. Oh man, no wonder they were getting blown out. Jeez. That is crazy. That's crazy. They've only had 4 games since since December 17th. FCS has only had 4 games, but FBS has had like 100 bowls. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how much more football. Now, to be fair, all of it's not good. I'm not saying that, but yeah. But anyway, so yeah, that's all. That's all I wanted to look at. Just look at the standings real quick. Let me go back here. Yeah. So these are your matchup. Well, these are your the 1 through 7 who clinched in the AFC. This is the NFC. This is the AFC. This is the NFC right here. Yeah, that's all. This is probably one of the best final weeks of the season that I've watched in a good while. Lots of drama, lots of storylines, some great plays, some awesome moments. So I'm excited for next week and what's to come in the wild card. So yeah, I'll see you next time. Peace.